keep an open mind, to not only experience things, but look into things that you've never tried before or that you've heard things about, but you really don't understand, and try to find the answer for yourself.
This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good afternoon, Angelo Spenillo. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful day?
I am doing well. What about yourself?
Oh, excellent. Thanks for asking.
Good.
What part of the
Good.
world are you in right now?
I am in Minnesota, so in the cold north part of the United States.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's really cold there right now, isn't it?
It's around 0 degrees.
Oh my! Wow. I could not imagine. Well, you can
Yeah,
always come down to the Caribbean, my friend.
I think I might need to after this winter.
Well, definitely tell us. How did we connect? Which of your talent is responsible for that?
I think it was because I had recently, I just recently released a book, and then one of our we have a friend in common who brought it to your attention. It was a book. It's called "I Am a Professional Metalhead," which I just released in December of last year, right before Christmas time.
What's been the response to that? I mean, the name, oh my, I've never
I
seen a name
know
like that.
it was the response has been better than I could have imagined. Because the way what the book is about is it's about, I like heavy metal music, so that's where the metalhead comes out. But then I'm also a professional. I'm a lawyer, and you really don't think of those two worlds ever meeting. So I figured that there's a lot of heavy metal fans out there, and they would be really into the book. But what really surprised me is that when I posted this on LinkedIn, my feed blew up. There were so many professional metalheads out there that are kind of in the closet still and don't want anyone to know, and they were super excited about it. So the book's been
Wow.
doing really well, and people have been really excited about it.
Yeah, so what does the book cover?
It covers a few things. So it's a little bit of a memoir about kind of my journey as a lover of heavy metal music. But then what it does is I realized that that journey has evolved over the past 20 or 30 years. And what I realized is that as I've changed and I've evolved my tastes in heavy metal, my career has evolved. And as a result, things that I'm doing now in my career are not things I would have thought I would have been doing 20 years ago. Just like the music that I'm listening to now sounds nothing like what I was listening to 20 or 30 years ago. And in fact, both of them are things that I would have never thought I would have ever liked to do, which is
Mhm.
really kind of the surprising thing to me.
I'm intrigued. Being a lawyer, we're talking average 24-hour day work weeks, right?
Right. Right.
And it seems to me that you are rather reflective. If that is accurate, who did you learn that from?
Um, I think just from being a lawyer and having to consider all of the facts and consider everything that's
Mm.
presented to you and look at it from a lot of different perspectives. That's kind of always one of the challenges that young lawyers face, is you have to be able to make an argument in favor of your client, whether you necessarily agree with them or not.
Mm.
Um, but for me, it's also just been a matter of experience and growing and realizing that I don't have to live my life the way that a traditional lawyer does, because I'm not going to give away too much from the book, but I started my career as an appellate lawyer, handing appeals
Mm.
for the United States Department of Justice. And I thought that that would be it, and I wouldn't need to do anything else. But I've gone on to do a lot of other things, some of them not even related to law, until I ended up where I am now, which is I'm actually what's called an in-house counsel. So
Mm.
I'm a lawyer for a company.
Wow. That's pretty cool. I guess that's I mean, well, no, it's still a lot of work, but it still gives you a bit more time to breathe, doesn't it?
Yes, and to write a book. So
I am a professional metalhead. So where can people go to find out more about it? Of course, Amazon is there, but is there a website?
yes, there's a website, I am a professional metalhead.com.
Oh, it was available. All right.
That believe it or not, that one was available. So yeah, I am a professional metalhead.com, and it has links to, I have Instagram, I have Facebook, my LinkedIn, I've got a blog on there. So I've got a lot of fun content.
That's wonderful. Well, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Um, I have constantly pushed myself to learn something new. Uh, in the area of law, even I think in regular life, everyone knows that data privacy is a really, really hot issue. People want to know what's getting done with their data. So there's been a lot of laws, there's been a lot of regulations, and they're all new. So as a lawyer, as an in-house lawyer, I'm basically the sole person responsible for figuring out what my company has to do in order to comply with those laws. So I've consistently just tried to learn as much as I can, talk to as many people as I can,
Hmm.
and I've consistently read the same laws over and over again, which I think only a lawyer would enjoy doing, but I have.
Yeah, how important is that repetition? How important is that in your life, and how does it make you feel?
I think it's good, but I never want to become complacent and say, I'm just used to doing this, so I'm always going to do this forever. I want to find a better way to do it. I want to make sure that I'm not just thinking my way is the only way, because there's a lot of different ways to do things right, and to get to the same answer. So repetition is good to kind of get you to a certain level, but then to take it to the next level, you have to start asking yourself why and questioning why you're doing things a certain way.
Amazing audience again. You're hearing it live from Angelo Spenillo. Angelo, do you play any instrument?
I do. I've played guitar for, it was 30 years as of last
Wow.
December. Yeah. So and that was part of the book as well, is because believe it or not, before I became a lawyer, I wanted to be a rock star. But obviously, there's really not much money in that unless your name is Bono, or something like that. Uh, so I did play guitar for many years. I played in bands for many years. I recorded CD. But just had fun doing it, and I still regularly play. Just I'm not in a band anymore.
All right. Well, let's switch gears for a moment. Now, let me invite you into what I call the time machine. Angelo, what's your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory is probably listening to music at my parents' house, in the early 1980s, and dancing around with my sister.
How old are you? The pictures I see of you, you keep throwing these years around, right? Like 30 years ago. And your picture looks like I wouldn't even guess 30, right? How old are you?
I'm going to be 44 this year.
Wow. What's
Yeah.
the secret to that?
I don't know. My mom would say it's her genes,
Oh, there
so
we go.
it's probably something like that, or just trying to stay happy. That's the key, and not letting yourself get run down.
Hmm. Well, definitely the earliest childhood memory connects to who you are today, right? Hands down,
Definitely.
right? So if we
Definitely.
fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song when I was 12 was a song called "Run Riot" by the band Def Leppard, and
Wow.
it's a it's kind of odd to have a song like that no one really knows by Def Leppard, because it's what would be considered a deep cut. But I think that was kind of, it was showing that I was definitely not trying to do the norm. I wanted to find something that was a little different that really appealed to me, and that was a song that appealed to me.
You've done that in life, though, right? I mean, there's lawyer, just like there's music. And then, I mean, like, you found a way to do that. Pretty cool. Like, still be Angelo. Wow.
Yes, yes, and I think that's the key to who I am, is this constantly evolving being that is really unpredictable in terms of what the next move is going to be.
Hmm. All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination. We're off the time machine now, right?
Okay.
Let's do a quick run, right? Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Um, to pass them, wow. I guess it would be my kids through the book. That was really my goal with the book, was to kind of get my message out there, and hopefully it resonates with someone, and actually it has.
Hmm. So you have children. Are you married?
I am. Yep.
All right.
I've been married for 10 years this year, and then I have two stepkids. One is 18 and one is 16.
All right. All right. Do you believe in God?
I believe in a higher power.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Um, yes,
Do you
yes.
watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No, I don't even have cable, so I can't watch anything.
Wow. What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? More than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Well, I'm a lawyer, so I'm always working on the computer. But beyond that, then I'm always reading like on my iPad. So I guess that counts as having more than 8.
Yeah, yeah. Now, notice I didn't say yes or no because I know you're a lawyer and that's something you.
Right.
Oh, all right, Angelo. Well, hey, if you had to share with us a statement that represents who you are, Angelo Spenillo, what would you say that is?
It would be to keep an open mind, to not only experience things, but look into things that you've never tried before or that you've heard things about, but you really don't understand, and try to find the answer for yourself.
Well, my friend, it's a great pleasure to connect with you. I really appreciate the honor of the conversation. Before we leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I would tell them, don't be complacent with your achievements. Enjoy them, celebrate them, and then figure out what the next big thing you're going to do is.
Amazing audience again, Angelo Spenillo. Check him out. I am a professional metalhead.com. How easy is that, right? Again, thank you, my friend, for being on what is inspired by 12-minute convos with Angel Jones. This podcast is produced by Pod Edits. Visit podedits.com for professional podcast publishing.